Powervamp was formed approximately 25 years ago by Richard Roller on his kitchen table, where he made the first starter packs, jump packs for starting flat batteries on cars. Yeah, really sort of got the business going, within the automotive industry, and therefore sort of developed the first power packs for the aviation industry, looking at turbines starting for helicopters. And really from there, the basis of the company was formed. The business has really sort of grown. Powervamp's ethos is to understand the customer needs, and we will work very closely with the customer when we're designing our product to ensure that the end user is the one that's getting the most benefit out of it. And SolidWorks has enabled us to, really play with that. The introduction of 3D design and simulation software has enabled us to take things onto a whole new level.
We use SolidWorks every day. We use it for every one of our products. We start off simply with conceptual work, and we work our way through, through the final design process. We use every single point in the software. We work with our electrical engineers to help develop that product further and further.
It allows us to not only develop the products in-house, have control over the designs, it also allows us to demonstrate that within data sheets, manuals, things like that. And it creates an overall professional impression of the company. PV90 ground power unit, that's the one that we've used the flow simulation the most on recently, and that's really the reason why we purchased the flow simulation in the first place, because cooling was so critical for that unit. And then from there we've also looked to use it on other products as well.
The airflow simulation has paid for itself really, in as much as it's enabled us to make products robust, in terms of longevity. And heat is our enemy, so airflow and understanding airflow within our product has really been beneficial.
You can't see normally what's going on with air, so by being able to see what's actually going on there, you can then look to make improvements within SolidWorks and see how that improves the temperature rise inside the enclosure.
We use SolidWorks simulation for a lot of our heavier duty equipment. We use a lot of chassis, we use a lot of thick gauge metal work, so we need to see where the loading is actually going to be. We can optimise a lot of our designs using the simulation packages. We can see exactly where the loading is going to be, and we can take out material where we don't need it. We can thin down the gauges where is necessary, and we can actually simplify a lot of our designs. We can do a lot of our analysis virtually through SolidWorks before we even need to get to the physical side of the design. So a lot of our prototyping is done before we even have a physical version to test.
For us, it's the time reduction doing prototyping through SolidWorks really, where we can save ourselves a lot of time not guessing to what the outcome will be.
Our company, every product really we build involves a heavy amount of sheet metal, so we use all those features really, and we can link those features and the tools with our fabricators, so we can make sure that everything we're building is actually suitable for their processes and their machines.
The renders are good, in particular when you're doing initial concepts for new customers, things like that. You can help them to visualize what the product will look like, and submit your drawings, and then allow them to sign off on what they've seen.
Cadtek have been very supportive. The simulations, the training days, the framework that they've offered.
Cadtek have been brilliant for us, because we know that they're always on the end of the phone if we need to give them a call and actually find out more about what's going on, or if we've got a problem or an issue that we can't solve ourselves. We know that they'll have an experienced guy on the end of the phone who can very easily and simply direct us to where we need to be. So they've been brilliant to help us actually manipulate the software in the best way possible for our units.
It's going to be even more important to us going forward because we will continue to develop bigger, high net worth equipment, which will have more bells and whistles all the time. We need the power of SolidWorks to be able to bring a solution to the market.